I'm finished getting ready. So you guys grab whatever you be snacking on, sipping on, all the things. Grab what you need because it's going to be a doozy. On top of that, I'm going to answer any questions that you guys might have. If you've been needing some advice at the end of the live stream, I will help you guys with advice, whether that's in love or career or just like life advice. Okay. We haven't done that in a while. So, I want to spend some extra time with you guys this week. I feel like there's a lot going on. And so my schedule has been really hectic and I just want to, I don't know, like spend more time with you guys. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of rearranging my schedule so I can do some extra things for you guys across all platforms. Okay, I'm not going to say what day that is. I'm not going to even put it out there on the who, the what, the where. Just keep your notifications on. Okay? And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content and the downloads that I get. And I just appreciate your guys' love and support. Okay. So I've been praying for the collective and I hope you guys are doing good. I hope this message finds you guys well. I haven't pulled anything. I just have the download and that's it. Okay, so let me get in there. Let's see. Hi guys, welcome in. Okay, so pure denial. You're smart to keep your guard up. You're smart to keep your guard up with whoever the frick this is. For some of you guys, it's going to be multiple people. And then for some of you, it's just going to be one person that you're dealing with. But whoever that person is to you, you guys are smart to keep your guard up with them. Because it is blatantly obvious that they want to humble you. And now I feel for some of you guys, this is a relationship, unfortunately. I feel for some of you guys, you're outgrowing a person that you once loved. And now it's like they're becoming less and less attractive to you because you are kind of bummed out by their behavior. So for a lot of you guys, you just wanting better. Okay, for a lot of you guys just wanting better is making some people upset. And you're not doing this to upset whoever I'm speaking on. You're doing this to better your life. You're doing this for the betterment of your household, your family, whoever that you guys take care of. And some people are really in their egos, they're really in their feelings, and they really want to humble you because they feel some type of way. They feel like, who are you to be doing better than me? And I've been getting this message, like a smaller version of it over and over and over again for the last like 8 days. I've been getting that somebody is getting a little pissed off that you are really evolving. And it's like they wanted to see you do good, but still need them. They wanted to see you do good, but not do better than them. And for them, they don't like change. And you guys don't like change either. But you would rather be in front of the change. You would rather be in control of the change than have the tower come through and F everything up. You know what I mean? And so you've been getting this whiff of, like, you guys could have even been in denial for a minute. You guys could have been like, oh no, like, they're just going through something and like trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you were just like, I feel like they're upset, but I really hope that's not the case because it would just really bum you out. Whoever this is to you would really bum you out if they really were, not realizing we're trying to humble you. Now it's becoming more and more apparent, and you guys are getting more and more confirmation that that is in fact the case. Okay, I could be your first confirmation, your second confirmation, but you guys are now starting to get confirmation that this person is like salty and you're not excited about it. You're not thrilled. And now you're starting to think, oh my gosh, all the ways that they've tried to humble me. It's not like they're actively, I don't know how to say this. It's not like they're actively like, yeah, I'm going to smack them down a peg or five. They're just acting out with like tantrums. They're in denial. Okay. Hold on. They are in denial. Okay. They are in denial that they're upset. They're in denial that you're doing better. They are in pure denial that this is even really taking place. So that's why, like, you can't really get, like, too mad. You've just got to, like, have your guard up because you just see this is not good. Okay? Whatever this is not good. You're just like, when you feel like when you're winning, the people around you are winning. This person doesn't feel like that. They feel like they should be the ones winning and you shouldn't. So I'm going to go over like what I'm channeling and then we'll pull out some other messages. So what I'm channeling is you guys could have never been popular in school. Okay. A lot of you guys that resonate with my channel, you guys are my underdogs. Okay. I was doing my makeup earlier, listening to Stargirl, and she was doing her makeup too. And I was like, oh my gosh, we're doing our makeup at the same time. Love it. And yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, okay. So she was talking about like being the underdog, being popular. Oh my gosh, Brittany, where's the bell? And I thought about that, and I feel like that has to do with this message. You guys were never really popular. Most of you. I'm not going to say all of you, but most of you were the black sheep or left out, late bloomers. Okay, a lot of people that resonate with my channel are the underdog, late bloomers, have been scapegoated by their family. And the person that you're dealing with could be the exact opposite. And that could be why they're having a hard time with your comeuppance, with your spiritual inheritance, how God rides for you. And so they could be the type of person that's like, God rides for me. I'm the spiritual one. I'm the religious one. I'm the popular one. And now here you come. Okay. Now here you come. And they're like, what? I didn't sign off on that. I didn't say you could be all of these things. And you're just like, dang, it's just showing you a whole different side of someone, because you're going to be sitting there thinking, oh, when they did that, they were trying to humble me. When they said that, they were trying to humble me. It's going to make you sad for a lot of you. Not for all of you, but for a lot of you. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, seriously? Maybe you thought this person was your soulmate. Maybe you guys are engaged. Maybe you guys just started dating. Maybe this is your best friend. Maybe this is a sibling. Whoever this is to you, you are hurt by it because you almost feel or are starting to see that you've been on this hamster wheel for them and it ain't never going to be good enough, because they are never going to recognize the fact that you do try. They're never going to recognize that you are consistent, that you are a ride or die, that you are loyal. They're never going to fully acknowledge that. And that's part of their like punishment towards you, is not really acknowledging that you're doing what you're doing, that you're trying, that you're loving hard, that you're rectifying behavior. And that hurts you enough. And then you have all of this other stuff where they're not acknowledging the hard work that you're putting in. And that is like, okay, they're in pure denial that, you know, they could scapegoat you for a lot of things. They could be calling you selfish. They could be calling you a narcissist. They could be calling you every name in the book. So there's a lot of hypocrisy going on. And it's like, if you do something, it's not fair. And then if they do it, it's like denial. It's fine. It didn't happen. And you guys feel like you're on this hamster wheel of crazy, trying to prove your worth, trying to prove your value, trying to know your worth and add tax. So you feel like you're straddling this fine line of, I'm evolving, you need to find the ladder and climb, but I'm also trying to show you that I'm not trying to act better. I'm not in my ego. I'm not being self-righteous. I'm not on a high horse. And so somebody is on some janky, self-righteous little kick. And they are finding all of these little ways, all of these little childish ways to make you feel less than. And it's really starting to get to you. Maybe before you were like, oh, that's just how they are. To you're crying at night. Like, what the frick has this even become? Why is this unfolding this way? Why is this happening this way? Why? Like, why? And so you could be really praying and realizing that not only do you have to keep your guard up and keep evolving, it's almost like if you were doing bad, then this person could nurse you back to health. They could be the savior. They could have a savior complex, a superiority complex. And it's really coming to the light right now. A lot of things that were hidden. And unfortunately, some people are in our lives for a season and it sucks. And so you guys are just trying to wrap your head around what is really taking place right now. So that's all I kind of know. And I'm going to pull more information and see if we can get some advice. Okay? Because I don't even know. I'm like, what do we do? What do we do? Like, what do you do if this is the person that you're married to? What do you do if this is the person that you have children with? What do you do if this is a parent that you take care of or a sibling that you take care of? What if these are, like, I don't even know. I don't even know who these people are to you. But, like, do you know what I mean? These aren't people that you could just be like, bye. See you later. Not for most of you. Okay, not for most of you. So I really want to be here at this time to pep you guys up, to tell you guys that you're not crazy, that you are not a narcissist, that you are not selfish. And so I know that's like what God is wanting me to like gear you up for, because you guys could be really getting down on yourself. I feel like you guys were on a really good path of, I have a powerful wealth transfer coming in. I am decluttering. I am getting things up out of the mud. I am doing my damned. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, Tom. I'm doing my best. You guys know the meme. But all of a sudden, this person devaluing you, making you feel bad for every move that you make, I'm going to cry, it's really starting to weigh on you. Like, wow, I'm like really never going to be enough. Wow. They're always going to be passive aggressive. Oh, they're always going to want to smack me down. Oh, they're always going to want to make me feel like I'm selfish, or I'm the worst, or I just don't see, or I'm in denial. Do you know what I mean? It feels like that. Like you are seeing that you're always having to do all of the things and they don't have to do anything. They can just point the finger at you. It's your fault. This is all your fault. And I do feel like they appreciate you in some ways because they know they'd be literally fucked without you. Whoever this is, they know that. But they are still salty. This is like wanting to humble you by effing somebody else, wanting to humble you by separating or cheating or a third-party situation or flirting or an emotional affair. This is that type of ish, okay? Or going into business with somebody else, or doing something underhand in business, or corrupt, doing something that you would not approve of to really stick it to you that you are not the bee's knees, that you are not the empress, that you are not the emperor, and it's effed up. So sometimes this person almost puts you on an emotional cycle of love bombing, apologizing, being sorry, that reels you back in, and you're like, then you're discarded all over again. And if you really look at it, that is the narcissistic cycle, not your cycle. Their cycle. So it's really effed up if that's what they're calling you. I want you guys to know that it's not even worth uttering words to defend it. It really isn't. It's just know in your heart of hearts that God knows your heart. And you would not be getting up out of the mud. You would not be rising from the pit to a palace if God did not believe your heart. So if God knows your heart and everyone else wants to act crazy and stupid and baffled, the audacity, then you let them, because you will be the best thing that they ever had. That they ever had. And I mean that with my whole ass, okay? You will be the best thing they ever had. Because ain't nobody was going to ride for them like you have. So people don't want to act like you're delusional. No. They're in pure denial of the cycle that they bring about. It's taunting you, a tantrum of some kind, being passive aggressive, then calling you a hypocrite, selfish, and then going to the umpteenth degree, being passive aggressive again, discarding you, cold shoulder, and then the love bombing. I'm sorry, here's this, I apologize, and then getting what they want again, and then doing it again. So if this is somebody that you are in a relationship with, and you feel like after you do something for them, or it's intimate, after you're intimate with them, that they are like this with you, that is heartbreaking. And that is gut-wrenching, because we've been on this ride before. Yes, we have. And so it sucks. Now, for some of you guys, this could be because your relationship is always being attacked, okay? If you guys are chosen, or if you guys are in a divine union, it could be because your guys' person is always being attacked, or you are always being attacked, and maybe your person isn't privy to the spiritual warfare. Whatever it is, it's happening. You know what I mean? And you guys have smartened up to a lot of things going on around you, and you're not crazy. But what really could be hurting you right now is it's hard for you to be vulnerable. It's hard for you to be intimate. And then when you are, somebody treats you that way, it is going to hurt. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you don't want to say it out loud. It does not feel good to be treated like that when you start unlocking parts of you. It's like, this is why I don't do this. This is why I don't go here. This is why, and you could have been in a season with this person for a long time. That is why it hurts. You're like, we've been here forever. What do you mean? Now it's not good enough. It's because you're rising. It's because you're ascending. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, they're so jealous. No, they're really upset deep down that you have ambition. You're not the person they first met. You are even better than that. And you're not trying to surpass them. You're trying to take them with you. But right now they don't have the same motivation. They don't have the same ambition. And it's like they're wasting their talent. They're wasting their imagination. And this person could be a force to be reckoned with. But because you're doing it first, it can be really hard for them. So let's see what else is going on. Okay. Let's see what else is going on, because it's like, I also got charms too that I'm going to pull out live, because we can see, what's going on. We have the High Priestess. Wow. Anything out in the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Calling upon my angels, my ancestors only of the highest white light, and Archangel Michael, as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. Holy Spirit, please enhance my gifts at this time. weapons formed against me shall prosper. Amen. You guys are getting this curiosity for life again. And it's like, just as you started doing good and realizing like, wow, I really am worthy of all of this and I'm proud of myself. And you're getting into the self-care again, and you're getting into the working out. You're getting into all of these things. And then it's like this shift starts happening with whatever relationship this is, whoever this is to you. And it's making you like regress, digress. You know what I mean? Digress a little bit, because now you're trying to like self-soothe or self-medicate or numb your feelings in certain ways. And it's not full blown like bad yet, but you can notice the difference. You're like, last week I wasn't doing this, I wasn't doing that, all these little bad habits that you thought that you had. And now you're like dabbling in those bad habits again, and you're like, obviously I'm not okay because this is how I'm handling it. So you are really rising and coming out of any type of denial that you could possibly be in. I'm very proud of you guys for that. Unfortunately, you have people around you that are in pure denial. Now, some people that had been messing with you, I feel like these specifically are peers. Some people that had been messing with you, they have been humbled and they see that like, you're not the one. But there are some people close to you that are like, they're really asking for it. They're really asking for it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Savage Queen. There is this treasure chest that you guys have. And it's like you're building this legacy. You're building this empire to have with certain people in your life. Like your team of people, your circle of trust. And you're starting to see that these people would not do that for you. They're coming from a different place of scarcity. So if you're like over here, like, I'm going to build this for us, I want to have that for us, they could be doing similar things, but they're salty about it. You guys could get salty about certain things, but when it's not appreciated. Because you are currently always doing the most to make this treasure chest have more in it for your circle of trust. And somebody else can have certain things for you guys, but they're not happy about, like, they're not going to spend like you spend. They're not going to do like you do if it takes from their own resources. And you guys have no problem taking from your own resources to cover things. Because you guys understand the flow of money. And you guys understand, you just understand. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Okay, so say you guys wanted to take your family on a trip. You would be so excited. Say it's something you don't normally do. You'd be so excited, like, yeah, we're gonna go on a trip. It's gonna be great, and I'm gonna foot the bill. But if somebody else in your family decided to pay for that trip, you would never hear the end of it. Like, we all have people that we know that are in our family or in our inner circle that, like, they don't like spending money. Okay, whether they have it or not. And they get this moral hangover. Like, oh, I should have not spent that. I would have had this. I would have had that. I would have had this if I didn't spend that. And it can be understandable. We've all been there. Okay, we've all been there where we're like, oh my gosh, I wish I never spent that. Like, what was I thinking? And you guys are moving more methodical in understanding the flow of money. Not too much restriction? No. What's the word? I forget. But you guys are just understanding, like, yes, I need to be careful with purchases. I don't want to buy anything impulsively. So maybe now you tell yourself, okay, if I like that for 3 months, whatever that thing is, 3 months from now, I will buy that on bigger purchases. Or if I like that thing for 6 months, then I will buy it. Just so you're making sure you're not impulsive. Okay, because you understand the flow of money, but you're also trying not to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get this. And there are certain people you know that when they help you or have to lend you or borrow you or do something for you, you're probably never gonna hear the end of it. And then if you do that, it's the end of the freaking world. Right? Like if you guys say, "Oh my gosh, well I had to pay this." So, you're like, "What do you mean so?" If you did that, I'd hear about it for years. Years and years and years. But if it's happening to me, nobody gives a F. The denial is real right now. It might have you shook. Okay, the denial is real. You're just like, "Well, I'll just go F myself now." You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair. So, you guys could have a parent like this, a sibling like this, a partner like this, that when you spend money, it's nothing. Keep spending it. Yeah, buy me that. You can buy that. And it's a way of punishing you, especially right now, because you're doing better. It's like, oh, you're doing good, you foot the bill. You get it. You buy it. You're buying us lunch. It's on you. It's a way of being passive aggressive with you. And it hurts you because you're doing it out of a place of love. Like I love, and if I'm doing good, I want everybody else to be doing good. Okay, so I think I told you guys yesterday in the live stream, I had a subscriber send their last $10 and said, please pray for me, and sent their last $10. And so I prayed for them and I refunded their $10 because I felt bad. Like, you don't have to do that. And so then I went live yesterday and I thought about it. And I'm like, they could really, need help right now. And they're sending me their last $10. And I've never done this before, but I sent them $15 on top of the 10 that I gave them back. Just like to say, I hope you're doing okay. And I'll keep you in my prayers. So it would be like doing that and being like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. Like, no. Do you know what I mean? Hold on. You guys make sure you're watching your language in the chat. Okay, this is everyone's first warning. Okay, anything explicit is going to a trash can. Anything explicit, anything, I don't care if it's a creative way of spelling it. Everyone watch their language. We went over this the last live stream and the last. So that's the one warning. That's it. Okay? And you guys are just starting to see, like, you don't maybe feel good around people that have a moral hangover. I dated a guy like that. I literally dated a guy like that. Like, did well for himself, lived in 2 states, and still would be like, when we would go out and like party all weekend and get hotels, like, and just go on these benders, right? And we would go to parties and just rage. And I'm thinking, I'm young, I'm having the time of my life, this is a good time. And he's just like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? Like, you wake up the next day, probably already hungover, okay? Probably already hungover. You don't need a whole emotional, anxious hangover to deal with on top of that. And that's what would happen. It would be like, oh, I shouldn't have spent that. Oh, let me check my bank statement. Oh, let me go look at my online banking. Oh my gosh, what did I do? And it's just like blah, 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 blah. Like, it was a good time. We had a good time. Why are you crying? Why are you crying though? And you're just realizing that you are resourceful. And even when you don't have a lot, bestie, you would give somebody the shirt off of your back. Okay? And there are people trying to make it out like, no, you're selfish. You would never do that because you're greedy and you're a narcissist and blah, 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 blah. And you're just realizing, like, no, I'm not in denial. I am intuitive. I am privy to what you're putting down. I am trying to build treasure for all of us, but they're not actually maybe serious about getting on the same page as you. And you're starting to see that now more than ever. And it could really have you bummed out. Like, am I really about to be all up in this by myself? So you guys are trying to stay grounded. You're trying to call in peace. You are trying to remember that you're intuitive. You're knowing you're worth adding tax, and but you feel like your household or your inner circle is going through a shakeup. It's very eye-opening that, like, hey, some people are not as excited to do for others as you are. Okay, we all know people like this that are like, well, I had to pay this much. So, but it don't matter when you paid whatever you paid. Okay, you can have a friend that as you're going through this breakthrough, they will take every penny, they will take every cent because they see you going through this physical transformation and this. You're going through a physical and spiritual transformation, and everyone can see it. Don't let them fool you. Okay, do not let them fool you. You guys could have a friend that put you in a really effed up position. So you're smart to have your guard up. So let me give you guys an example. One of my favorite content creators was doing a story time. And she was talking about how her and all of her friends were getting a place. And the one friend that's like really cheap, frugal, doesn't like to spend $1, will have everyone pay their portion of lunch to the letter, to the penny, to the nickel. And they were like, hey, we're going to go look at houses. Like, we've already lived in this house, but the lease is up. We're going to go look at this one. Do you want to go look with us? And she's like, no, I trust you guys. I trust you guys. I trust you guys. Go get the place. So they go and get the place. She gets there and she's like, no, my room is too small, blah, 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 blah. And I don't like this. So I'm not paying my portion. My portion is way too big for how small my room is. And they're like, bruh, this is why we told you to come with us and look at places. And so she like starts packing her stuff back up and goes and lives with her boyfriend. Screws him out of the lease. All of them had to pick up her share. They wouldn't have gotten a 4-bedroom house if they weren't taking her with them. They would have gotten something smaller. And so it's like the same thing. This one person that's like, well, I'm not going to pay for lunch. You do it. As they see people rise, they start to act like this. More and more entitled, more and more superior, more and more like, you got this and I've done too much already. And it's like, but what have you really done? Like, so people are seeing you. Hold on, let me turn this air conditioning down because it is getting cold in here. Hold on. Let me turn this light on. Okay. So you guys are starting to see, like, they are punishing me. You're not crazy, bestie. I know. You're not crazy. They are looking for ways to slight you. They are looking for ways to finagle, renege, and get out of things. And it is hurting your soul. That content creator, that was the last time she saw that friend. She had to break up an argument, an altercation between her other best friend and this best friend. And it was just sad. So when you guys are dealing with this, you're like, damn, they really try to be getting out of stuff. And they really don't keep their word. Okay, they really, really don't keep their word. Let me give you guys an example. So I did a reel on, oh shoot, I don't know if I posted it on here or on TikTok. One of them. Okay, but I posted a reel on how, sorry, I have a hair that keeps touching my eyebrow and it's bothering me. Okay, so I posted this reel or this short or whatever, this TikTok on how when people are doing things for you, it could be because they want to have power and authority and control. So sometimes people do this to restore order and they use it as a control tactic. And you guys, a lot of you have already been through this. And sometimes people do the opposite. Sometimes people do the opposite to control and to let you fend for yourself. And it's frustrating. They back out of agreements with you. Say you and your person were supposed to go get a place together. Okay. And you're like, yay, we're going to get a place, blah, blah, blah. And you pay the admin fees. You pay the deposit. You pay the first month's rent. You pay the last month's rent. And because they don't have the greatest credit, you put your name on the lease, right? And you're like, you're just going to come stay with me and I'll put my name on the lease. And then they back out. Moving day, they back out. This is also a way of controlling things in a really effed up way. But you guys might have people in your inner circle that back out when it matters the most. And then don't give you credit when you stay when it matters the most. They don't be recollecting things correctly. They literally be bumping their head and they have selective memory. It's not fair. So you guys are not crazy. You guys are very intuitive. This person doesn't only flatter themselves with saying that, like, you're not that intuitive. You're not that great. You're not, like, you think too much of yourself. Coming from somebody that thinks a lot of themselves. Okay, because again, a lot of you guys are my late bloomers, my ugly ducklings, my underdogs. We weren't popular. We didn't want to be. Okay, a lot of us didn't want to be popular. Maybe some of us did. But you guys are just seeing, I want an actual treasure of all of these things for my household, for my family, for my person, for my children. And this is not being reciprocated 1000%. You're seeing, like, am I wasting my resources here? Am I destroying my peace? They're upset about your breakthrough and how you're transforming. So they could be talking about your looks, your weight. Who do you think you are? Basically saying whatever you're doing, basically insinuating or implying whatever you're doing is a little janky. It smells a little fishy. And I know my collective. My collective works really hard and you're very generous. And so that could be just not nice to say. You know? Hold on. So it's frustrating that this idea of this person is maybe not what you thought it was going to be. And you're kind of like, well, damn, maybe you are a fuckboy. Maybe you are thirsty. Maybe you are an opportunist. Maybe you are a narcissist. Maybe you aren't the one. Maybe you played me. Maybe I played myself by thinking that this could work. Okay? Because right now, you want things to be cohesive. So people are like, they don't even know right now, bestie. Let me give you a little gem, a little nugget. They don't know they're on this stage with you. This is an audition for who gets to stay, who's going to make the cut. Because anybody that's got you like this, you're like, I ain't going back there. I ain't going back there. And this is why God is preparing you for this powerful wealth transfer, because there are some people that aren't getting on this chariot. They ain't going with you. Because they were going to ride your coattails and still call you a liar, ride your coattails, still call you a hypocrite, still call you a narcissist, still tell you that you're not doing enough, and still have you foot the bill. So, anybody that you got your guard up with right now, you're just kind of watching them. They don't know that they are on a stage right now, at this current moment, for putting you on this hamster wheel of bullshit. They are on a stage. And you were watching them. The world is yours, baby. Show me what you got. They don't know they're auditioning to stay in your life currently. They don't know that. They didn't get that memo. They think that you should be so honored. It's like, I'm the catch. Who are you? That's how they treat you. I'm the catch. Always gonna be. I'll be fine. So many people love me. So many people adore me. Who are you? You'll be out on your ass type of vibe. They cannot see that this is an audition to stay. I'm hearing fireworks go off. Shots fired. Shots fired. So whoever is on this stage that you have your guard up with, that is in pure denial, they don't realize that passing go is to the left and the guillotine is to the right. Passing go is to the left. That's where you get a wristband and you get to level up with my ass. Or you can step right on up to the hanging tree. You can step right up to the guillotine. How do you like me now? Oh my gosh, has anybody watched the new Hunger Games? I was so against it. I was like, I'm not watching that. I am not watching that. And I watched it. And I liked it. I don't know why I feel guilty about liking it, but I liked it a lot. And I was like, okay. I was like, I actually like this. I've watched it like 6 times. I just thought it was very intriguing on how Snow turns into the villain. Snow becomes goes from having a love story to just falling apart because you start to see the selfishness. And I feel like that is the perfect metaphor for what you guys are dealing with. Okay? You go from seeing this humble, oh my gosh, this humble heartthrob, humble comeuppance, just trying to provide for his. And you're like, oh, I can fall in love with that character. We can relate with that Snow, where he's got everything falling apart, eviction notices coming in, roaches on the floor, no food to eat, clothes barely hanging on by a thread. We can all relate to that. But then, he becomes this mentor to, try to graduate. And he cheats, gets in trouble. And him becoming this other person, unfortunately. So he falls in love. And then you see this part of him that gets to choose between love and being free, or getting his old life back and getting recognition. And the pause, which he probably thinks, because he's in pure denial, is only a couple seconds, is 5 minutes too long to anybody watching. She literally says to him as he finds, there's this loose end that he finds. And he's like, oh my gosh, the loose end. And she's like, yeah, you can go get your old life back. And he's sitting there thinking about it yeah, I could go get my old life back and da-da-da-da. And it's what about me? That's what you're dealing with. If these people could go back in a time machine to where they had the most glory in their life, they would throw you to the side. That is what you're starting to see. So she disappeared on his ass. And some of these people think that you would never leave, you would never go anywhere. You sure as hell don't want to. A lot of you sure as hell don't want to. But you are not going to get played for a fool. And you have not been building this strength in vain. You have not been building this strength for nothing. Trust and believe that. Okay, trust and believe that. If you can tell when somebody would trade you in a heartbeat, and there will be certain circumstances where a hotter girl or a hotter guy or money or an opportunity or the past will come and rear its ugly head, and you get cast aside. It's when you really see who the fuck people are. And that movie is if you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend watching it because it's a lot of what you're going through. You're seeing like this person that you cared for, that you loved, that you put on a pedestal, that you would ride for. And you're seeing them shift into this villain that you never really thought they could be. Okay? And Lucy Gray, I think is her name in the movie. She literally says like, I feel like there's good in all people, and he kind of laughs like pfft. She's like, I feel like there's good in all people, and there's, there's bad on this line and good on this line. And our whole life's work is to stay on the right side of that line. And you're seeing where some people, they would not sell their soul, but you know what I mean? Like they would do some things to have more glory than you. So this glory, in whichever form it's taking place in your life, is really irking them. Okay? And it's like if your success is not an extension of them, if that happiness that you are gaining is not because of them, they're a little mad. Okay? Like, oh, you got a hobby and you're laughing? Why are you laughing? I need this, this, and that. We've all been there with our toxic parents, toxic siblings, toxic bosses. The minute you start smiling, which is already hard enough for a lot of you guys to do if you're like me and you have CPTSD and PTSD from dealing with toxic and abuse and all the things, that could already be hard for you guys to really marinate in and to stay in your body, to have pleasure, to have fun, to laugh, and do that for long periods of time. So when you do that, you guys have people around you, they immediately want to drain that. They immediately want to zap that. They immediately want to take it, dim it down, because it is not because of them. And I know a lot of you guys are just realizing that. Like, dang, they do be doing that. And they're mad because I am laughing, or I am having fun, or I am smiling, but it's not exactly because of them. It's because of things that I'm building over here, things that I'm doing over here, and how you're evolving. Okay? Like, you guys have a strength that was not unlocked yet when you met certain people. And it might make you feel not preyed on a little bit, but, you are grateful for people taking you under their wing, etc., etc. But if they're throwing that in your face, if they are throwing your past in your face, your addiction in your face, anything abusive in your face, if they are throwing any of that in your face, you really need to consider. I'm never going to tell you guys what to do, but I'm just going over the message that I'm channeling, and you're just starting to see, like, I would never throw their past in their face. I would never throw bad things that happened to them in their face. I would never say if they were there for me that they weren't there for me. So you're going over all of these things in your mind. And a lot of people don't realize that they think that they have the upper hand on how they can make you assume the position in life or in a relationship or in the workplace or wherever. And what it really is you always have one foot out the door. You always have an idea where the exits are. You can make anything a window. Okay? You got your bags packed, one foot out the door, you've gone with less, and you're going to leave with more. You got your guard up because there are people around you throwing tantrums in pure denial, taking you through the hamster wheel of you know what, which is that narcissistic cycle of bullshit. Okay? I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I would never, I'm sorry. The breadcrumbing. Okay? The taking. And then discarding you. Giving you the cold shoulder. And then taking you on the ride all over again. You are realizing that there are some people that slipped through the cracks. Okay? They came in with the wristband on. You're like, I was pretty sure that I didn't say I was going to deal with this. How did this person get on the list? When you are around this person, you might not feel like the star. You might not feel like the star. And it's those times where you're vulnerable that might be getting taken advantage of right now could have you really on edge or really feeling some type of way. Like, I just did this with my whole heart and they're being mean or they're laughing at me or they're treating me even worse. You're like, riddle me what? I don't freaking think so. Okay, I don't think so. Things are blooming for you. And wherever you're starting to backtrack, I want you to really sit and think of how far you've come. Because, like, a lot of people would love to see it. I would not love to see it. Some of you guys are medicating certain ways, soothing certain ways, running away from certain things, or eating certain things or not eating certain things. Like, you're just seeing little ways that you're like, wait, how did it get like this so fast? And you're checking it right now. Like, I just made all this progress. I'm not going to go just have a pity party and be sat in the corner because that would make you feel good. Okay, because that would make them feel great. Whoa. Yeah, you guys feel like you missed the red flags with this person. And you feel like now you gotta start over. But, bestie, even if you have to start over, you are sometimes better off. And it's almost like your ships will come in faster than you realize. You know how when we have the wrong people around us, but we don't really be realizing it because we, again, miss the red flags. We miss the yellow flags. And that weight of that energy in our life blocks more than we realize. So if you do at any point have to get rid of certain people, these things are going to come in even faster. The 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. It's going to come in even faster than you realize. Because certain things taught you valuable lessons but aren't here for forever. Though that residual income is going to come in so much faster. That spiritual residual income, those investments, that spiritual inheritance, that lump sum, that powerful wealth transfer is coming in way faster from whatever you guys are deciding to walk away from. Damn. Okay. I'm just like, whoa. Holy macaroni. Hold on. Let me send this message really quick. Okay. So let's get some affirmations and we're going to pull some charms. Okay. Because I feel like this is a lot and it seems really serious, and we're also, if you guys are just tuning in, we're going to do some advice, whether you need love advice, life advice, work advice, whatever type of advice you need. So I want you guys to be thinking of your questions. Let me go over some affirmations for you guys. We're going to pull some charms and then we'll get into advice that you guys need. Okay. What did I do with them? I can't. Here we go. Affirmation number 1. I always attract money in large sums. Okay? I always attract things for my highest good in large sums. I always attract people for my highest good. I always attract fun ideas. So I have more freedom. Whether that's for work or play or whatever. I am attracted to people that see my worth. Okay, you are attracted to people that see your worth. I am everyone's first choice. Okay, I am everyone's first choice. I am on top of my game. I am on top of my game. I am the CEO of my life. Period. Okay, let's get some charms for you guys. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so I want to keep this one, this one. Let's keep, let me get these out of the way. We're going to play a fun little game with the charms. Okay. I'm making a mess. Whatever. Okay, let's see. We got High Priestess, the Star, the Magician, and let's put this here. Okay. I'm going to kind of spread these out. And I'm going to kind of back up this microphone so I don't like kill your earbuds with the charms. Okay. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Look at these charms, you guys. Goodies. My goodies. My goodies. You guys know the rest. All right. So what I'm going to do is we have the High Priestess, the Strength card, the Magician, the Ace of Swords, the Star, and the Three of Pentacles. Wherever the charms land, they land. And those will be our extra confirmations. Then we're going to get into some life advice. Well, we might get some tea and then get into some life advice. Let's see what happens. Oops. My thing was not live. Yes, we have the best collective, Savage Queen. Yes, we do. I dropped a butterfly. Okay. Okay. I don't want to grab too many. I thought this would be really fun. Okay. All right. Let's see what we get. We got a little ducky, and we got some ice cream, and ooh, I knew that was going to show up. Okay. On the Magician, we have the little dog. We have the little ducky. Okay, we'll start with the Magician. And I love this dog because it reminds me of the Victoria's Secret dog. We have some dessert. We got the Lucky Ducky. And we have the Page of Pentacles on top of the Magician. Let me move this a little bit this way so you guys can see a little bit more. Okay. I think you guys can see that. So I feel like, you know how I always tell you guys, and their little dog too, okay? You guys got the little dog. You are the Magician. And people are a little upset because they're like, they want to have power over you. They want to have authority over you. They feel like, I should be able to take whatever I want, and your little dog too. You guys are working on lucky syndrome, okay? You guys are working on reprogramming your subconscious and knowing that the resources will always come. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we know how slow the Page of Pentacles can be moving. People want to make you feel like you're a student. You don't be knowing stuff. Your money ain't coming in like that. It's not coming in fast. It's not coming in hot. So people are really wanting to make you feel like delusional. Like those things aren't happening for you. They're not unfolding for you that way. Like you are not the cream of the crop. Okay, people are wanting to make... like, hold on. I'd be dropping stuff. It just wouldn't be alive if I didn't be dropping stuff. Okay, so this right here is you guys basically being the dessert on top, the creme de la creme. And people don't want you to feel like you are that. They're like, you ain't that cherry on top. Yes, I am. Okay, yes, I am. Affirm it below. I am the Magician. I am the Magician. And my little dog too. Okay, I'm going to say that again for everybody in the back. I am the Magician and my little dog too. I am the cherry on top. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Like, they're really like, you don't have all that power. Why are you so delusional? You're not. Okay, on the strength card, we have the Hierophant and the pot of gold, the rainbow. People want you to conform to their belief system. Okay, so you guys could be at odds. Your strength is being tested. Thank you guys for affirming. You guys are being tested with being or doing things your way, your own spiritual beliefs, your own belief system. There are people trying to say, you're not, you shouldn't be believing that. That's not true. That's not right. Do you know what I mean? So these people could be really religious. They could be like mad at you that you guys just don't have the same belief system, and it's hard for you guys to get on the same page. So it's really testing your core beliefs. And this could be somebody that you are very committed to that is testing those beliefs or discrediting those beliefs. This could be somebody that you are married to, that you are in business with, or that you're living together. You guys are in a relationship. This hair is bothering me. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Sorry, I'm like super ADHD and I'm like, this is going to bother me. This is going to bother me. Okay. So, whoever this person is, you are in a commitment with them and you guys do have some type of relationship where it's just showing you, damn, are we ever going to get on the same page? Are we ever going to be in the same book? Like, what the frick is going on? It's annoying. And you're wondering if you're truly going to have your happily ever after with said person. Okay. Now, on the High Priestess, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Sun. We have this little hat, this little summer hat. And then we have Live, Love, and Laugh. You guys are really trying to not take yourself so seriously, but you're also trying not to abandon your responsibilities or your commitments that you have with certain people. Okay. So what you're trying to figure out is, where in my life do I need to have more enthusiasm and where do I just need to let this go? You're intuitively trying to figure that out. Like, I want to have adventure. I want to be more spontaneous. I want to have more fun. How do I do that? Okay, because we have this summer hat here, and this tells me that you guys have this strong desire to travel. And I feel like you guys don't get to be doing that. You guys have this strong desire to really live your best life right now more than ever. There are some things that you guys have been going through that have been extremely eye-opening. And with that, you're like, I want to live more. I want to love more. I want to laugh more. And you're starting to see that whoever you're with, it's going to be like the moral hangover of the year, where they're like, yeah, that was fun, but it cost this much. Or that was fun, but you were just cackling the whole time and we didn't have to go to that place. Like, it's just not being on the same page. So you are deciding right now if you are going to have these adventures on your own. I know. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you guys are deciding, am I going to do this by myself? Am I going to have these adventures on my own? Or are we actually going to be okay? So it's like you're not happy with wherever this is going. Maybe this person did these things with you in the beginning, and now you're like, am I going to have to, you guys might have to do some letting go and some cutting off, but you're already feeling abandoned. You're already feeling like you're doing certain things by yourself. So you're like, I might as well cut the whole cord. You know, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. I have the feeling to take it in reverse. And the Wicked Witch. So on the Ace of Swords, your guys' breakthrough, you've been fighting and battling a lot of attacks, a lot of trolls, a lot of haters. And so you're like, I didn't just come this far and all these breakthroughs and all these evolutions and all these ascensions for nothing. Just because there are certain people around you that are having issues with finances. There are people around you that are having issues with finances, and then they make that your problem. I see that you guys don't make a lot of things other people's problem, because you guys always show up when I'm channeling a message as the emperor or the empress or something that you're working towards. You guys always show up as the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. This person showing up as the King of Pentacles in reverse because they have issues with money and how they perceive it. And if you're the one giving advice, they're not taking it. Okay, they are not taking it. On the star card, we have the crown, the flower, the airplane, and the judgment card. You are awakening to all of the things that you guys can do. And it seems magical to you, but it also seems far away because of some people that are on your case, some people that are like shackled to your ankle. So you're finding your voice right now. You're finding your voice with the people closest to you. You are rocking the crown that you deserve. You are answering this spiritual calling, whatever spiritual calling that is, like it's in full bloom. And you guys might be realizing that your purpose needs more traveling. That is going to help you guys unlock things. It's also going to, what's the word? It's going to help you unlock things, but it's also going to make you feel more inspired. It's a part of your purpose, traveling. Now, I don't know if that's because of social media, if that's like metaphorically, like you're going to be heard around the world. But I'm seeing that whoever I'm speaking to as the star, you are destined to travel or be seen around the world, to be heard with this microphone around the world. That is part of your purpose, your spiritual calling, and it is in full bloom. So somebody around you is just ripping the petals and wanting to be an anchor or wait to you really moving forward. Okay? Then with the Three of Pentacles, we have the bow, the elephant, Paw Patrol, and the Lovers. You guys are making a very important decision. Like you're getting your helmet on. You're like, okay, I know I'm cute, right? I know I'm so cute, but don't let this bow fool you. Okay, we got the little bow right here. Don't let this little bow fool you. Don't let this puppy dog face fool you. I have wisdom, and I will make the moves necessary. I will make the cuts necessary. Okay, affirm it below. I will make the cuts necessary. Don't let this cute face fool you. Don't let this bow fool you. I've got all the wisdom right here. So in the Three of Pentacles, you kind of would like to be a team, but you're realizing that you could be your own soulmate if you need to be, or that you'll be every piece of the puzzle. You're like, if I got to play Monopoly by my damn self, I will play Monopoly by my damn self. I'll just be every person. Okay? If I've got to travel, get on airplanes by myself, I will do that by my damn self. You guys are just realizing that it's not fun necessarily to do all of these things by yourself, but you will if you have to. You will if you have to. You like being a part of a team. You like collaborating with others, but not everybody can play nice in your sandbox. Unfortunately. So again, you guys have been fighting a lot of attacks like lions, tigers, bears, trolls, Decepticons, Chooches, Chotches, Beckys, Bobbies, all of them. All of them. And there are people in your life that you're dealing with that they just can't get on board with like being happier in regards to finances or being happier in regards to money, because even though they could have some, they're looking at what you got. So you guys got people pocket watching your powerful wealth transfer, not wanting to lend a helping hand. So for a lot of you guys, this could be a lover or a spouse or a baby daddy, a baby mother. And you are intuitively trying to figure out, where is happiness going to come from in my life? Because you do have good news coming in and you are being spiritually supported. But it's like putting this cute little summer hat on. You guys got people around you that, like, when the wind knocks it down, they're just like, that's what you get. Or they literally are the wind knocking the freaking hat off. People have different beliefs than you, and they don't feel like your belief system should be necessarily supported. So they're a little mad about that. And so you guys kind of have like know-it-alls around you. You guys are working on your subconscious, lucky syndrome, knowing that you're the magician, knowing that you're the cherry on top, not letting anyone slow you down. Because whatever you guys just went through in the last 6 months, now you know more than ever that you are spiritually supported when it comes to how you protect yourself. And so now you ask when you need help, when you need to SOS, when help is on the way. You love that. And you feel like you got your shield, you got your sword, you have this backing, you have angels, ancestors behind you supporting you. God goes hard for you. Whoever I'm speaking to, God goes hard for you. And you truly believe it, though others have tried to say, that's not going to happen for you. It's kind of like getting on an airplane. I don't want to get on an airplane by myself, but if I have to, I will. You know what I mean? I don't want to drive myself to the airport or take myself to the airport if I have to. Or if I want to go, but I will if I have to. Wow. Let's see. Is this the deck I want? No. This is the deck I want. Okay. Really? Someone has deceived you. Let's get some tea and then let's get into your guys' questions. We got twin flame. You guys could have thought this person's my twin flame for sure. And you felt like there was a magnet drawing you towards this person. And you guys feel like you've been scammed. Like you have been bamboozled. Like you have been got. You're a little like, what? Wait, what? And this person would be happy if you were the third wheel. They would be happy if you couldn't pay your bills. This person wants you to ask them for help. This person likes when you ask them for help. And you would rather not. You're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to ask them for help. Why would I want to do that? Why, though? Why? And you guys could have thought you were a perfect match. Maybe you guys are wanting to do therapy and they're like, never. But you guys are going through a lot right now. Somebody's had enough of the attention that you get. And so they want to humble you. It's blatantly obvious that they want to humble you. This is the realization that you're coming to. You're like, I'm not trying to be popular. Okay, a lot of you guys are underdogs. You're like, I'm not trying to be popular. I'm just trying to evolve and do what I do best and really support myself in doing that. They're mad about it. Somebody wants recognition before you. All of these things before you. And so they're always getting ready in the ring. They're always wanting to go another round with you. And you're tired. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're tired. You're trying to block them out. You're like, I didn't want that to go down like that, but it did. I didn't want that to go down like that, but it did. And this person really does love you, but there's envy here, unfortunately. And I don't know if it's like the devil is using them, but you guys, some of you guys have unexpected love coming in. This could happen in June. This could happen in July. I feel like for a lot of you guys, though, it's going to be June. That you guys are going to be meeting somebody and you're just realizing where deceit and effery lies in your life. So you're smart to keep your guard up because there's some people triggered and trying to hide it. They feel like somebody feels like you put them under a spell. And you guys are going to travel more. I'm definitely seeing that big. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you guys are definitely going to be traveling more. And some people feel like they put me under a spell. I shouldn't love them this much. I don't know why I care about them so much. Like, they got a moral hangover about how much they love you. You know what I mean? So let's get into some life advice. Who has a question? I probably won't pull cards on it. I'll probably just give life advice. Okay? So, life advice questions. Like, tell me what's going on with your person, and I'll tell you what I think. Tell me what's going on with you and your siblings, and I'll tell you what I think. Tell me what's going on with you and your job, and I'll tell you what I think. Whatever questions you have, like, my boss has been doing this, and I don't like it. Or my sibling's been doing that, and I don't like it. Or I'm going through it with my person, or I'm going through it with my boss. Like, what should I do? Okay? And I'll answer it the best that I can. Wow, I think yesterday we got 661, and today we got 662. Or no, yesterday we got 611. Today we got 662. It's your guys' angel number. Other blessings that are coming in for you guys is third house. Okay, so your communication, traveling, all that good stuff. Seeing a lot of sixes lately, I know. I feel like when we see the sixes, it's like telling us to review certain things. Like, hey, I know you thought it was going this way, but maybe we need to look at that again. Maybe that needs to be revised. I feel like that's what the sixes mean normally, but I could be wrong. Okay, and then I feel like a lot of you guys have been seeing 555, 222. But yeah, sixes have been coming in hot. I feel like for the collective, okay, I feel like last week it was fives, and I feel like this week's it's sixes because there are things under review. And I don't even know numerology. I just feel like the sixes are coming in because it's like, hey, some of these people were only supposed to be here for a season. Maybe things have expired. Let's look at that again and reassess it. Make them reapply. Make them re-audition. Okay? Because maybe you had to audition in the past when you met some of these people, and now you are the one that's going to be holding auditions for them to stay. So in order for me to answer your questions, guys, I need you to tell me what is going on with said person. My other has been staying, I'm going to guess your other half, has been staying away longer and less communication, yet says, I'm his closest friend, lover, and he loves me so much and misses me so much. What should I do or think? Okay, Dina. When somebody really loves you, okay? So this is a perfect example of like what I'm asking you guys to give me, okay? Is tell me what's going on and then ask me the question. If somebody is saying like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I miss you all the time, but they are not taking action to be with you, spend time with you, communicate with you. If the communication here is fizzling and you feel like you're also seeing them less and less, there's something going on. That I can promise you. There is something going on because that's bullshit. Okay. I work like 4 jobs. And when you want to see somebody, you will move everybody and their little dog to go see somebody. We all know when we're in love and or when we care deeply for somebody, we will move things. Okay? I will move everything. I will take a day off. I will lose money. I will do whatever I have to do to make sure that I get to see my loved ones. Okay? And I'll randomly do that. I'll randomly do that for work, and I'll randomly do that for, for love. So when somebody's like, "Oh, I love you," da da da, they're trying to keep you on ice. They're saying, "Hey, come be my elf on a shelf right here, and I'll be right back. I will be right back." No, I literally had a friend go through this. She was seeing this person, but she had never seen their house. Ever. They had even moved, and she still hadn't seen it for like 2 months. I'm like, no, you guys are on the phone every day, but you guys haven't seen each other in almost a month. Like, that's sus. So if the communication, it's one thing if you're communicating and you're not seeing each other. That's already not good. But if you are now not communicating as much and not seeing each other and they're just like, "Oh, I love you." No. No. There's more than likely something going on. Okay, there's more than likely something going on. Because you can definitely make time. Guys do it all the time. Okay? You want to see how a guy acts when they're in love? They will move things. Okay? They will search high and low. They will find girls. My girlies, my guys, we're all the same. When we really love somebody, we will move everything. Everything on the agenda. We will manage our time better to figure out how to spend time with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely deserve a guy that will make you feel better. How should I handle dating when I have never dated and had hecka bad experiences with men, especially when my family tries to make it really difficult? This is the thing. Dating is not easy because we have to be vulnerable, we have to communicate, we have to let people in, we have to use our discernment, and we got to trust our discernment. Dating is just a whole ordeal. Okay? Dating is not really for everyone. It's not fun all the time to do. I dated for a whole decade before, over a decade. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just change throughout time. Who you are at 20 is not who you're going to be at 30. Who you are at 30 is not who you're going to be at 40. So just keep that in mind, that you can take it at your own pace. And anyone that doesn't want to get on board, like, tell your family to butt all the way out, because that's annoying. I feel like that's so mean. I was watching this show the other day, and this girl fell in love with this guy and was like keeping him at bay because she was like, "My dad is not going to approve." I don't like when parents do that. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right to just say, if they don't have $1 million, you can't be dating them. If they're not this race, you can't be dating them. If they're not this religion, you can't be dating them. I don't think that's right. If you already have all of this other pressure on you. So it depends. Like, some of us are financially dependent on our parents, and then we need them for things, and then it depends on your relationship with them. So I'm guessing that you must be close with your family if you're letting them weigh in on your dating life like this. But if it's non-existent right now, they got nothing to weigh in on. They should really pump the brakes and hold on before they got anything to say. Like, let me date and mess up. We have to date and mess up. We have to know what we like, to know what we'll put up with, to know what we won't put up with. And it's hard to know otherwise. I wouldn't know who to appreciate if I didn't date a bunch of losers. Okay. So I hope that helps. Chantel, thank you. Yeah, family will project jealousy, especially. So if you have a family that's already acting like that, hold on one second, Chantel. If you guys have a family that's already like that and they're just like projecting and trying to control you and trying to have authority over you all the time, wait until you actually meet the one. Then you're really gonna grease the wheels for them flying all the way off. Cheese completely off the cracker. So know that in the back of your mind, Holly, that if you are already not dating and they're already trying to make it hard and nothing's even happening, when you really meet somebody, they are going to go off the rails. So brace yourself for that. Tell them to back it up while you make mistakes. Okay? It's like when we don't want to let go of our children at 18, we're like, they got to live. They got to have life experiences. They're going to make mistakes. Let's just pray that they come back to us and ask us what to do. Do you know what I mean? Like we have to get out our little wings and fly. You feel me? Chantel, thank you for your donation. This message especially hit home. I have a roller coaster ride of a relationship with my mom and the last few years. So much of you said was like what I've been dealing with. Oh, thank you. I feel that. This is why I don't have my mother in my life. This is why I do not have her in my life, because she wants to be the authority of everything I do. And anytime I do something, it's like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Could have done it better. You could be doing better. You're not doing better. And then when I am doing better, she's like, I can't look at it. What? No, I'm hearing motorcycles, confirmation. So I remember when I went through hell, I was fighting addiction, fighting alcoholism, in and out of jail, paying off debts to society, paying off court fines left and right, that I finally got a new car. It was like a big deal. She wouldn't even look at it. And then later on that week, went and got a white Volvo SUV. So I just had like a little like situation. I was like, look, it's cute, right? I'm so excited. She went and found something 80 times the price and was like, but I thought you weren't looking at what I was driving. You know what I mean? I just got like something basic and I was excited. You couldn't even look at the basic vehicle and you were like, look what I got. So I feel you guys on family-ish. I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. Always making me feel bad, always guilting me, always making me feel less than, always trying to pit me against my siblings or trying to pit them against me. And it's like, no, now I don't get to see you at all. It's awesome. It is awesome. Your mom won't leave you alone. I feel like my mom tries to be like a sniper from the sides. Like, I feel like energetically she doesn't leave me alone. That is for damn sure. But I just stay prayed up and strapped and I don't speak to her at all. At all. It's hard to do that with my son. Thank you, Casey. That was what my mom when I got my first dealership car. Yes, that was same. So I had a dealership car before, but with like my exes. And so it wasn't the same because it was always like theirs and I was driving it. It was never like mine. And so this was a big deal that it was like mine. And she was like, I was like, Mom, look. And she was like, went from not caring to going getting her own thing. I'm like, I thought you weren't looking. You were totally looking. I feel like a lot of us have toxic moms. Fake family dinners. Oh my gosh, I don't miss them either, Andrew Radcliffe. I do not miss them either. I do not miss them. You know when you go to your family's house and you don't F's with them really, but you really be trying to because you feel like family matters, but you don't even feel comfortable there like you belong? I don't miss that. I don't miss that. I don't miss only getting along with two people and then being like, why am I here for the rest of yous? My mom literally never told me I was up for valedictorian at my high school. Your mom and my mom are cut from the same cloth. I finally blocked her 2023 of December when she tried to make me homeless. Oh yeah, my mom loves when I'm on my ass. Loves it. but she likes when I'm on my ass and really need her. That's how she knows I'm really struggling. Like if I'm homeless and I have to call her, she knows. She's like, I don't think so. Mm-mm. Thank you, Tree, for your donation. My ex love bombed me. We talked for 2 months, told me she wanted to be with me. I was living in Brazil. I came back to the US to be with her, and when I got here, she ghosted me again. That is not okay. That is not okay. It is one thing to ghost people when you're like living 10 minutes from them. Okay, you're like, I don't want to date them. I'm a whole coward. Okay, go be a coward on your block. Go be a coward on your block. But we were talking about countries and moving. That is not okay. There must be a reason. If it was me, I would think, okay, yeah, they left me. Yeah, they ghosted me. But maybe I'm supposed to be here for a season. And there's going to be a blessing in disguise that comes out of this. And if you feel like things aren't, gelling and they're just not getting together and you just don't feel like you fit where you're at, I would definitely go back to Brazil. Because F them for doing that to you. That's freaking terrible. That is terrible to do. Yeah, it's a cold world, Dante. That is effed up. That is effed up. Most of my fam are drug addicts, like functional ones, but I was shunned for getting clean and sorting my life out. So was I. Okay, so I got sober, and then I had some family members that were doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. And because I was worried about them, I got shunned. Like, oh, you think you're so self-righteous, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I was already leaving. You're not shunning me. I was already leaving. You know what I mean? And so that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Thea, that you're going through that. Yeah, it's like when you get clean, they're like mad. Like, oh, you think you're better than us now? You're so self-righteous now. You think you think you know things. They get mad. And part of that is this narrative of them liking it when you were a bum, liking it when you were down and out, and I think that's terrible. Like, I think about people that I partied with and did drugs with, all these things. Like, I never wanted to be the person that like introduced them to that or wanted them in this pit of despair with me. And if that's what they want, you're better off without them. They want you in this pit of despair with them. They're selfish. I left my ex that was like that. He wanted me to die a heroin addict. And I was like, no, I don't want to die like that. And you should want better for me because I want better for you. Nope. I literally had to leave the state that he was in. I had to tell him, like, I can't do this. This isn't going to work. And he was pissed. Had his whole family fight me. Like, they literally tried to keep my little dog. Okay, I was in a whole other state. They tried to keep my little dog. And they were like, we're not giving you your dog. And they were throwing my stuff out onto the street because I was like, I'm going to get clean. I'm going to get sober. Your son wants to stay an addict. And you guys are going to treat me like this. And bye. But you are going to give me my dog. Or it's really about to be on. All the way on. Danielle, seems like he loves me when I'm at the bottom of the barrel and broke, asking him for help. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That is definitely somebody that wants to be in control. Because let me give you guys an example. My ex, okay, so I was leaving one guy to get off of drugs, but I had to call my ex to come help me. I was like, I need you to come bail me out of another state. And he was so excited. He was like, she needs me. And I'm thinking, I need you for right now, okay? I didn't say nothing about forever. I didn't say nothing about us getting back together. And like, hold on. And yeah, it's like they like it when we're struggling. Okay. You guys got a lot of people trolling you. A lot of people trolling you. somebody that's crazy. I'm just going to pull messages while I'm reading your guys' questions. Yeah, that's sad. Did anybody else have a question? Okay, Holly says it's a tough situation because I had to live with them and it made it to where I couldn't get a job until last October. I didn't have enough funds yet, and I understand that. It's hard when we live with them to put our family members in their place and when we need them. And in this economy, it's very common that it's okay to ask for boundaries and then kind of see where they're at, okay? To kind of see if they're triggered. If they're triggered by us saying, you know, hey, can you guys just let me make my own mistakes? Okay, I haven't even started dating yet. For Holly's question. Like, and if they go off the deep end, that kind of tells you to kick it in gear. God will provide a way to get up out of there. Do you know what I mean? Someone has a friend in love that they smoke a lot. Like a lot. Okay? Somebody, whoever I'm speaking to, somebody really likes you and they've liked you throughout the years, but you guys have different ideas on what is fun. And they definitely smoke a lot of, you know what? And you're kind of like, I don't know. Like, that'd be fun to do every so often, but I don't know if, I don't know if you want to get involved with that. Somebody needs to hear that. Like, somebody that you've been talking to on and off for a long time is like, hey, what's up? They're always like every couple of months or once a year, like, hey, what's up? But if you're wondering what they be doing behind the scenes, they are lazy. They are really lazy. And if you work a lot, you will be taking care of their ass. So be careful. See, that's what I mean. Danielle says, I had a celebrity respond to my comment on her Twitter post, and my sister wasn't even happy for me. Oh, you're welcome, Holly. Holly said, I also just wanted to thank you because you answered a question for me about a job a few months ago and it helped me so much. You're welcome. I don't need a man that smokes Zaza all day long. I'm just letting you know, there's somebody that's been eyeing you for a long time. And you guys could just think like, oh, we're just friends or we're just talking in passing. Yeah, they're flirty, but like whatever. If they're like, they got some habits that you would not be happy about. Okay. Kyrie says, I saw Tracy Morgan about a week and a half ago. That's awesome. You're welcome, BFE. I got upset at my boyfriend for been smoking. Oh. And that's what sucks is like, we can't control people's habits. You know what I mean? And if we tell them not to, they're just going to do it more. So, and then if we give them an ultimatum, it's kind of like, what's the point? Because they're not doing it for themselves and they have to be doing it for themselves. So sometimes when we're dealing with people, when we're getting closer to people, and they're going through addiction issues and they're in denial, the pure denial. They're acting like, oh, I can stop at any time, blah, blah, but they don't be stopping. And then they are miserable as hell when you ask them to stop, or they attempt to stop, or they're out of it. Like, I just can't even. I can't even. I dated a guy for not very long back in the day that was like, oh, I can stop at any time. But if he didn't have that, oh my gosh. Like, like, rah, like hulking. So, we all self-medicate in different ways. We all self-soothe in certain ways. Like, just be honest. Be upfront that you can't stop whenever the hell. I know a lot of people that smoke weed and they're like, I can stop. Stop. You woulda. You don't have to. I know. You don't gotta explain it to me. I will never judge you guys. Okay? I will never judge you guys. You do not have to explain to me what you like to do in your spare time. Okay? Because we all have a different path. We have one of a kind, chosen one, enlightening others. And so people are starting to see who you are, and they're hiding this pain. Welcome, Havea, to VIP subscribers. We are starting to see that people are like, they're not like, woo! Okay? Pay attention to that. Good things are happening to you, and you don't see people doing the excited. The people that are going to be excited for you is going to shock you. Okay, so say, for example, you hit a milestone or you get a promotion, you meet somebody famous, and no one's saying nothing. It's like crickets. That's how you know. That's how you know. He's not what you think. Okay, somebody needs to hear that. He is not what you think. So maybe you're thinking like, oh, he just smokes every so often. Oh my gosh, he's really funny. And that has a lot to do with this message of pure denial. He is not what you think. He's hiding pain behind the shades. He is secretly miserable while studying you, while getting more sleep than you, constantly trying to humble you, put you in your place, acting like you're crazy, acting like you're violent and you're all these things and that you're selfish and narcissistic. Like, no. They're really trying to make you believe a lie. Told you guys. King of Pentacles in reverse. Remember when I got that? That charm? Somebody's going through financial troubles, or they feel like their finances are not where yours are at. Tavea, thank you for your donation. Yeah, I feel like the ganja helps a lot of people. Now, a lot of people don't need it, but there are people that really need it. It helps them eat. It helps them with ailments. It helps them with pain. So I'm never going to judge you guys and be like, oh my gosh, you do what? You don't even, I could write a book on the dumb stuff I used to do. And the semi-decent things that I used to do. So I'm never going to be like, oh my gosh, ew. No. No. Do you. Trust your discernment. Trust your intuition. The first card that we got for you guys is the High Priestess. And Nicole says he does sleep a lot. Somebody sleeps a lot and then says, I don't get a lot of sleep. What? What? But yeah, I feel like it helps a lot of people. I feel like weed helps a lot of people. So I'm never gonna judge you guys. Ever, ever, ever. I always want this to be a safe space for you guys to talk about things that you do and without judgment, because we all have our own path and we all know when we're really done with things. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when you're done. If something isn't serving your highest good anymore, you will know when you're done. You will know when it's time to take a break or do it in moderation or slow down. You guys will know. Thank you, Kyrie. Yeah, don't even get me started on the pharmaceuticals. Like, that's a whole nother thing. They want you guys to be a disaster. Okay, I'm going to have to speak in riddle right now, but I know you guys will pick up what I'm putting down. These companies, they want you to have an issue. You got a boo-boo? Okay. I got something for that. I got you. And I'm just saying this from my own experience. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying this from my own experience of being addicted to these things. Okay? And it made me even more of a disaster. I had to get off of opiates. I had to get off of antidepressants. I had to get off of so many things. So many things. And so they really want you to be lit. But they're saying, don't do these things, these drugs over here. Don't do those. Do ours, okay? We don't want you doing these. We want you doing these. Okay, get these from your doctor. Thank you, David. Yes, everyone has their own testimony. Who am I to judge? Yes. Everyone has their own testimony. And so it's not easy. Don't feel pressed by other people to be better. Like, they don't know. They don't know what you're going through. And if they're really judging you and they're making you feel bad while you're trying to figure it out and navigate. I mean, sure, some people could be concerned about your welfare or like your well-being and things like that. But those that are just like nagging, trolling, picking on you, like that's not necessary. You guys probably, anybody that in addiction already beats themselves up enough. They don't need extra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, they don't need extra. Whoa. Yeah, it doesn't fix the root cause. Okay. Thank you, Kirk. We have a toxic relationship that could be going through issues because of addiction. That is not going to be for everybody, but maybe it's because of pharma doo-to-doos. Pharma doo-to-doos, okay? You guys see what I'm saying? And it could be, oh my gosh, detox came out. You guys could have a loved one on all types of pills, like all types, and you're just like, oh, I'm worried. Like it could be changing your relationship. So all of you guys are figuring out different ways to navigate relationships that are in pure denial, where they're shifting and they're changing and maybe not for the better. And it could be really bumming you out. I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. You guys could be feeling really bad for having this new persona. You guys could be feeling really bad for healing. And because people are looking at you like, you're leaving me behind. You're leaving me with all of this. And you're like, but I'm not leaving you behind. So I'm not understanding why you're upset. Thank you for your donation. I used to be like that, a guy who smoked a lot. Now I've changed. I started exercising and doing new hobbies, and I'm now saving money for CDL tracker classes. That's good. Do you? You guys are going to be showing people a different identity. Okay, people are used to seeing you one way. And what you're uncovering right now is the fact that everything else was kind of a disguise. You are just getting tapped into your potential. This is only the beginning. So affirm it below. This is only the beginning. Okay? You guys are realizing that this was part of a false identity. You were covering, you were numbing, you were soothing, and you're like, okay, now I'm getting somewhere. Where do you feel inspired? Where do you feel ambitious? Where do you feel enthusiasm? Where do you feel fire? Okay? Where do you be feeling that? And what you're going to be seeing is you're just going to move straight forward. You're going to move differently because you're going to feel supported in these new things that you are tapping into. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, that was so blunt. Or you didn't have to say it like that. Do not let anyone bring confusion to your doorstep. Okay, like, oh, well, why are you going to get your license? Or why are you going to change careers? Or why are you going to be an entrepreneur or work from home? Or nobody asked them. Nobody asked them. Do you think I go up to the trolls and say, guess what I'm working on today? My whole life is going to change. And I'm starting a business. Never. Never that. What would be the point of telling them? Okay, we all have that. Family members are like that. Peers are like that. Coworkers are like that. We would never go up to them and be like, guess what, guys? Changing my life around. And I'm going to do this. They would hate on it. They would hate on it. They would hate on it. Because they want you to what? They want you to be worried about your career. When you guys come through with the, I've got to do this, I'm so excited. They're like, they're mad because they don't feel like they have direction. Oh my gosh, am I going to be stuck at this job for the rest of my life? Oh my gosh, am I ever going to graduate? Oh my gosh, am I ever going to get a promotion? My brother loves trying to set me up and twist things around to make it seem like I'm crazy, violent, drunk, just because whatever it is I do. Drink or smoke. You'll just see all of the... I feel like you guys are really going to start seeing where toxic relationships lie. Okay, this whole live stream is about seeing where these toxic relationships lie, and where we're at an impasse, where we are now at the fork in the road and saying, I no longer identify with this person that you want me to be. Here's this mask back. Okay, I no longer identify with this person that you would like me to be, so I've got to go. And you guys are going to go through a detox. You are purging, releasing, resetting. Say it with me. We are purging, releasing, resetting. These people got you all the way effed up. They want to make you feel like you're crazy, you're toxic, you're selfish, or all these things. And you're like, I'm not, though. Do we need to check your pulse? Do we need to check your heart rate? Because I think you got me all the way effed up. All right, let me get one more card. Your Bluetooth speaker isn't charging anymore. No, that's the worst. That's the worst when you're like, did my speaker just die? Are we done now? Is the relationship over? Like, I had a speaker for like 7 years and it just died on me a couple months ago. And I was like, oh, we're done? You're just going to do me like that? Oh, it's over? Well, frick. Fuck you then. I guess I'll have to go get a new one and it's going to be an upgrade. Like, it was my ride or die. That speaker was my ride or die. And I wasn't ready for it to be over. Like, give me a warning. Give me a hint first. Not just like, bam, it's dead. You got to go get a new one. I hate that. Yes, we are purging. We are releasing. We are resetting. Doing the most. All right. Bestie, a lot of people are going to tell you, you're doing too much. Don't listen to them. Okay, don't listen to them. You're just not the same. I think you're confused. Are you sure you want to be spiritual? Whatever. People are going to tell you like, oh, your words hurt. Or, oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, maybe some of you guys don't normally be telling people how it is. And so you're going to be telling people how it is. The macaroni is in the microwave. The eagle has landed. Things are happening. You're saying things and they're not ready. They're not ready. They should definitely be seated when you're talking. And they wanted me to be broke, homeless, and telling the rest of my family, my old friends in the hometown that I'm demonic and on drugs. I'm sorry, Kyrie. I feel that. My family is always on a smear. Okay? They're always trying to shift everyone's perspective. Okay, here's the Rubik's Cube. And they're like, those aren't the colors? That's not what it is. They're trying to tell people, oh, they're really sad inside. That's why they act like that. It can be really annoying when people are doing that, especially family members. They're praying for your demise. They're praying for your downfall. And you got to know, in every fiber of your being, they're talking about you like that because you are brave. They're talking about you like that because you are courageous. You are carrying this sword of truth. Everyone, when you're speaking that truth, needs to be seated because the macaroni is in the microwave. Okay? Things are shifting. And wherever you used to be like really nice, you're not going to be like that as much anymore. When people are coming at you sideways and they're like, oh my gosh, I just didn't know that you felt that way about me. Yeah, well, when you act like a whole demon in the house, you need to back all the way up. So some people are really shocked. Some people you've already had that discussion with and they have not forgotten it. They have not forgotten the little conversation that you had, and now they're playing real nice. Real nice. You know? Anything else? Be your own first priority. I'm hearing an airplane. Soar. Get ready to soar. Get ready to board this plane. Board this new life. And be your own first priority. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. They're like, oh, they're just painting and they bought a little dog and they got a house and they don't care about us? No. Because you have made the change. You have made the change. You're chopping it all off. You're cutting them all off. You're getting out of the eye of the storm. And you're doing it for you. You are doing it for you. All right? You can manifest whatever your heart desires. Okay? You're realizing that you are the co-creator. So again, your guys' affirmations are, I always attract money in large sums. I always attract people for my highest good. I always attract fun ideas so I can have more freedom. I only attract people that see my worth. I am everyone's first choice. I am the cherry on top. I am the CEO. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I am on top of my game. Okay, I'm going to get another angel number for you guys. Ooh, a 5. Let's see if we get 6s because that's all we've been getting lately. 3. 1. Ooh, we got other numbers, guys. Other numbers. 5, 3, 1. So you guys could be seeing 555, 333, 111. Or this. Okay, maybe you'd be looking at the clock and you're like, 5:31. I'm just kidding. I love you guys so, so much. Literally something will happen and it will teach the collective through messages I post on social media. Yes. Yes. I love that. Lissa, thank you for sharing that. We also must remember, okay, because it's something that we talk about a lot. And something I said in the beginning of the live stream. Sometimes people do not realize they're being used as these agents. That they don't have the relationship with the divine or God that they think they do. And they're just easily doing the devil's bidding. And so you guys have a lot of sympathy and compassion for that. Like they know not what they do. I'm going to have to keep my boundaries. I'm going to have to keep my guard up because they're not even seeing that they're being manipulated like that. And that's why my divine unions, if your person isn't really awake or aware, they could be easily attacked. And you guys could be covering them and shielding them. And there's only really so much you can do. So you guys could be at an impasse or a fork in the road or really trying to figure out what you're going to do with certain people that you love and care about. Alrighty, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. How long have I been in here? Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't realize I wasn't here that long. It didn't seem like it. Okay, again. All of my platforms. TikTok, YouTube, members only, Patreon. You guys have content that will be out before the 1st. Okay? Because I've been running behind like all month. But you guys will have content before the 1st. Know that. So be checking your notifications because we were only a couple days away. And I have not forgotten about anybody. I am taking some time off this week to spend more time with you guys. And I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be awesome. And I think that's it. You're welcome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for your cash apps. And your super chats and your beautiful comments and your beautiful affirmations. Okay, so the spiritual assignment is have you guys seen the new Hunger Games? And if you have, I want you guys to comment down below on what you think after the live stream ends, because we talked about it in this live stream. And I was like so against seeing it, but I saw it and I watched it over and over and over again because I just find it intriguing. It's a lot of what the collective is going through right now. So I think that's why I find it so intriguing. But yeah, your spiritual assignment is, what do you feel about Hunger Games in general? Have you read the books? Have you watched the new one? And we will have that discussion in the comments. Drop your favorite affirmation, your favorite ask formation. Don't forget to smash the you know what. Hit the bell. Duh. You guys know I'd be posting sporadically, or I'd be on here at weird times. And I love you guys. Thank you to my moderators. Thank you, Savage Queen. Thank you guys for being here. I just love hanging out with you guys. I love you so much. Bye, Kyrie, Golden Heart, Organic, Casey, Andrew, Radcliffe, JJ. Did I say Golden Heart? Mary, Nicole, Havea, thank you for becoming a member. Vera, Kirk, Jen, Moon Girl, Fia, Holly, Bianca, Raindrops, Intuitive, Lissa, Virginia, thank you for helping me moderate tonight. Jessica Rabbit, oh, I like that. Dina, and I think I got everybody. DD222. Did I say Jeremy? Sunshine, Danielle, Jetty19, Polly's Auto, Chantel. I'm sorry if I'm repeating them. I'm just like, did I say everybody? I think I did. Sherry, Mary, Lucky, 19. I think I got everybody. And Todd. And Dante. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'll look forward to speaking to you guys about Hunger Games in the comments. Enjoy the spiritual assignment. If anyone wants to drop what these angel numbers mean to them or the angel numbers that they've been seeing, I love reading your guys' confirmations. It's the best part of my job. And I love giving advice. So also, if you guys like the advice part, let me know. I know we haven't done it in a while. Or if you like the love portion better, let me know. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.